Yeah, we join you in the Bay State Games Finals 103. Fuentes for Minuteman versus Anderson from Billerica. What? All right. Anderson gets the quick takedown here. Fuentes tries to switch. Anderson stays behind. Staying perpendicular here. Fuentes with the Grimmy roll doesn't do much. Riding perpendicular here, trying to turn him, not when just fighting. Still 2-0 here. Looks like 2-0. Anderson's trying to get a cradle of sorts, maybe. Fuentes has Anderson's leg, probably trying to switch over to a double. Trying to get him off him, but Anderson riding legs across the body here. Anderson really taking it to Fuentes. Oh, and looks like Fuentes is going to reverse. Anderson hanging on, but Fuentes is on top. All he has to do is basically get the head here. Peel off. 30 seconds left. 2-2, gave him the reverse. All right, 3-2, Anderson gets the escape. Second period here. Anderson on top, winning 5-2. Fuentes tries the Grammy roll, doesn't work. Anderson has the half. Looks like he almost has a pin here. It's a strong combination, getting back points. Anderson with the half, driving over Fuentes' body. Fuentes' back is exposed, looks like he's pinned. Just a matter of time when they call it. I see 2 shoulder blades down. 30 seconds left. They was about to call the pin, but didn't. Wow. 3 points near fall. This is 5-2 to 8-2. And quickly, this has stopped becoming a competitive match. Going for the pin again. It looks like he almost has it. In the third period here. Oh, Fuentes tried the headlock hip toss, did not work. 2 more points for Anderson. Period here. Anderson riding. Fuentes trying for something to get out. Anderson looks content to ride this thing out for the third period here. He is up 12-2 and doesn't seem to be willing to relinquish any points. And that is the match. That is the match. Anderson wins. Anderson from Billerica wins. We got Lowe from North Quincy versus Sweeney in the Bay State Games final. This is all we've been waiting for here. Should be a close match. Lowe is the favorite coming in. Circling each other here, feeling each other out. Locking up. Lowe goes for a single, switches to the double. 2 points takedown. Riding up the body, Lowe is. Right now, Lowe's trying the bar arm. But Sweeney's defending him. He's hit down, but Lowe's trying to run it. He's still trying to run it. As the bar arm crosses their stride. Lowe's still running tough here. Sitting in, is trying to pull him over with the tilt. Has Sweeney with the tilt. Sweeney representing, it is 4-0 now. 4-0 Low on top. Still first period here. Here with legs in and across their stride. Right and tap here. That's the end of the first period. 4-0. Start the second period. 4-0. Low on bottom. Sweeney goes up on top. Low tries to switch. Looks like he has it. Not yet though. Not yet. Sees the hip over, get his head out. He's not quite ready to give it up, but Low has points reversal. So it is 6-0 at this point. Low trying to keep his weight on him here, has a crosser stride. Not letting Sweeney get anywhere. Throws to the legs. Sweeney trying to do for the switch. Space, scoots his hips across, nope, reversal, it is now, it is now 8-2, I guess. 8-2, Sweeney gets the first points of the match. And the second period almost is at a close. Freestyle position, goes in for the legs on Low. It is 8-2. Sweeney for the legs, trying to do something. Power half. Thinks they can score some points on Low. He needs to because it's 8-2 at the moment. But he's not really scoring that many points. Actually getting some backs now, exposing Low's back. Low doesn't have to do that much though. He's up 8-2 in the third period. He just to hang on. Sweeney fighting tough. What is Low doing on the bottom? But you know, there haven't been too many stalling calls in this tournament, I'd say. People just letting him wrestle. And that is the match. Low wins 8-2. Good match for Low, one of the rising stars of North Quincy, which is becoming a contender in Division II wrestling. Or I guess they're starting, forget, my bad, not the end of the period. Now that is the end of the period. 8-2, Low wins. The winner of 112 Bay State Games. Right? Right now we got Tim Rich versus Dan Bloom at 119 here. Dan Bloom coming into heavy favor, getting third in all states. But Rich just got seventh in the Virginia NHSCA tournament. Really nasty on top. If he gets on top, he can score a lot of points, swing the match, pull an upset. And then battling back and forth. Rich is taking it to him. He doesn't seem intimidated. Going back to the center of the match here. First period, 0-0. Bloom taking it to him, got the single. Rich is not ready to give it up yet, though. Both Rich is on his back, holding on. Looks like Bloom could have 2 points, but they're still fighting, and Rich is holding on. Must be hoping for a stalemate or something. Certainly not ready. Oh, he got the 2 points. Rich got the 2 points. Oh my God. In a stunning turn of events, Rich has 2 points and Bloom on his back. This is totally unexpected. This is unexpected. And it is 5-0 at this point. I'll take Rich is just that good on top. Bloom trying to peel him off. Looks like he may have a reversal, but Rich is not going to give it up. And at the end of the first period, it is 5-0. Tim Rich, young Tim Rich leading. And we have to start up with the second period here. 5-0 Tim Rich here. Bloom needs to score a lot of points in a hurry because he only has 2 one-minute periods left. And I must say, my colleague here, James Stewart, said that Bloom was overrated when I said he could win New England probably, but Stewart's looking right. You know, I guess every once in a while a blind chipmunk finds a squirrel. I mean, nut. I can't speak English. A blind chipmunk finds a nut. There you go. Anyways, so here we go. So 5-0 here. Bloom looks like trying to work up here to get the double. But Tim has had a good counter for that all day, or at least certainly in this match. Not going to give up the points. But if he doesn't, at some point he may give up backs. What are your thoughts on this, Birdman? This is second period.
Second period?
Birdman vows to come back and win states.
Oh yeah.
After a harrowing, disappointing 5th place. But he will come back. We all believe in the Birdman. At least I do. Sorry. Hold on, there you go. There you go, Birdman. There you go, that is the Birdman. There you go. No, that will. Alright, third period here. 5-2. I think we're going to do a restart. You know, all Bloom needs is an escape and takedown, and this is his. But you know, Rich is pretty good on top. Some say he learned a thing or two from his father. Right, 5-2 third period, about 45 seconds left.
How can you go against the Italian second generation wrestler?
That's true. It is in his blood to win.
Good Bloom right now.
No, well, he needs an escape and a takedown. A takedown isn't just gonna do it.
It's 2 and 2. The only thing Bloom can do right now is get a fall to get a victory.
Oh, takedown, reversal, 2 points. It is now
tied at 5.
No, it's 5-4. That was 2 points behind. It's 5-4. Bloom looking for something quick. He's gonna need it. He needs something magical because this point time is of the essence. Does he have something up his sleeve? Who knows? Rich is just trying to hold on at this point. The sophomore sensation, Tim Rich out of Chelmsford.
Pulling the upset.
Pulling the huge upset. You might even call it the upset of the Bay State games if he wins this. I mean, Rich is no slouch, but certainly nobody expected this. And he's... Wow.
Wow.
I believe that is all she wrote.
Pretty good.
Is that all she wrote? I believe it's 5-4.
That is.
Rich wins. Holy guacamole. All right, this is the 125 finals. Dwen versus Todd Patterson. No. Your favorite pool? Todd Patterson. Hello. I'm hanging out here. 25. 25 is Dellard from South Deerford. Thank you, Joe Manley, for manning the camera. Why is somebody throwing stuff on the mat? All right, Gair from out west. Wrestlers from Frontier. Yeah, really taking it to Dwen, who Dwen from Catholic Memorial got fourth. Dwen. That's Nguyen. It's one of those Vietnamese names. No, it's Vietnamese, dude. I know. Yeah. Korean and Vietnam, both countries that don't like the U.S. too much, so we're all cool.
Not looking too good for him right now, but I say he wins for the tattoo bonus.
All right, we got the Birdman prediction. Apparently, a tattoo guarantees you a victory.
It doesn't guarantee it.
That is
Adds to it. It helps out.
It's true.
Get a bird tattoo right here.
No, you can't. You are of Israeli faith. You cannot do that.
I'm the worst Jew ever. I think that he just the other day.
Well, that comes as a big surprise to MasterWrestling.com. All right. And it is 2-0 here, nearing the end of the first period. Delayed from Holt from Frontier. Gair. D-E-L-L-E-R-T. 2-0. You know, looking at him, he doesn't look like a champion, but I guess you don't have to look the part to wrestle the part. All right.
Champion.
You are a champion. And
GCL champion.
there you go. That is something. Alrighty then. Gair trying to run something here. Bar arm. No back points. Just 2-0. But clearly dominating the match.
Oh yeah.
Start of the second period here. Dwen on top. Dwen here, looks like they had a tilt on for a second, but lost it there. And again, back points. Bakalar reverses. And that must be why they call it Wicked West, because that was a wicked wild move, man. And it's all good here. The score is now 2-all. 2-all. Gair on top, 4-2 now. Nope, it is 4-2. I am not sure at the moment. He got Dwen had the reversal. Yeah. And that is the end of the second period. It is 4-2. Gair from Frontier.
Just in, something bounced his head off the concrete.
What happened?
Tyler Wong.
Oh, that's horrible.
That's awesome.
All right,
I want to see people die.
4-2. Birdman needs to relax a bit. Right now, Dwen needs to do something. Basically, just needs a takedown of sorts just to tie it up. Looks like it's still made at the moment. It's very confusing, but he needs to do something quick. Yeah, this is the third. 4-2, Delicate. 4-2. Oh, Dwen needs to do something. Time is running out. The victor is Stellar, 4-2. Here at 112 versus Carpenter. We got 5th in all states, I believe, for Catholic Memorial. Match does not look like it's going to stay close for long. Carpenter got to his stomach. Birdman, does this match surprise you so far how it's been going? He says no. A very succinct analysis of the situation.
This is how I see it. Cappello's nasty. Carpenter's good.
Apparently, They do not teach much vocabulary in the Whalen public schools. Just kidding. Bergman is the man.
I'm not going to Whalen next year.
Why not?
I'm resting for Whalen. I'm not going to Whalen.
Where are you going?
Some alternative school. Brookline. Special kids.
What school?
Beacon.
Vegan school, yeah. How can you wrestle for Whalen then?
Come and play.
They let you?
Birdman can't wrestle anywhere else but Birdman.
I thought that usually if you don't go to a school, you can't wrestle for them. I've heard of the Beacon School before.
I own the Whalen authorities.
He does. Birdman does.
Minus the police. They own me.
They do. He has seen the inside of the Whalen jail so many times. All right, back to the match here.
Cappello's still on top.
Cappello is winning 5-0. Riding Napier across Spotty Ride, holding them down.
We'll start seeing some pins in the final.
Yeah, there have not been too many falls up to this point. It looked like Cappello could have one, but not now.
Get my jacket and get out of here.
This is 1:30, second period, 5-0, Bay State game finals. Cappello takes the shot, counted. Carpenter tried a hip toss. Not going to work on Cappello unless Cappello is falling asleep during the middle of the match. Very unlikely scenario, seeing as it's the middle of the day. Cappello takes the shot. Oh, gets 2 points. So it is now 7-0 Cappello, representing the Burlington Devils, whatever they are.
I think it's coach, man. I love that guy.
7-0, yep. Carpenter's still fighting. I did not think he would actually last this long because Cappello's very good on top, but Carpenter's fighting. Oh, looks like he's onto his back. And that could be all she wrote, folks. This could be him. This could be it. Damn, stick a fork. Because Carpenter's done. Only their clock's going to save him at this point. All right, 3 near fall. And Carpenter escapes for the pin. 10-0 at this point. All right, here we are, 10-0 in the third period. Carpenter on top, hoping he can get some sort of miraculous fall.
Carpenter's going to come back and really stick the fella.
He does, but I don't see that happening.
I was just lying.
Bergman is full of deceit.
Tricky looking.
Yes, he's tricky. Bergman is full of shenanigans. Alrighty then. Alright, Cappello on top.
I was planning on 71, so I wasn't sure.
Yeah, then you realize you would have been paced. Alright. Cappello trying to work some pinning combination here, or just ride it out because he has the victory in hand. Looks like he's trying to do a tilt. Not quite.
Clinic mode.
Yes, if he tried something, like a Jansen ride or something on top.
No, the got something sick, crazy, like a backflip. Pinning combination.
Yes, we were like a pinning. Oh, and it looks like Cappello has the victory. That was pretty sweet. Right here, we got Devin Hennessy of Bridgewater Raynham versus Matt Bakalar of Franklin. Bakalar's, I do believe, got second in states this year. And Hennessy got second in New England. Sweet. Alright, good money here is on Hennessy, but you know what? Bakalar's and Franklin kids are pretty good on top, so who knows, if he gets on top, he may be able to turn him.
I think Hennessy gets waxed in the first 30 seconds.
Okay, that is the Birdman prediction. Also, not really affiliated with MatchWrestling.com.
Really not affiliated.
Okay, affiliated.
What is MatchWrestling.com with the bird?
Affiliated, but not very proud of. Alright, nothing.
I'm cheering for Kurt Angle here.
Oh, okay. My colleague, James Stewart, is rooting for Hennessy. Actually, Bakalar, who he says has a slight resemblance to Kurt Angle, except his hair. Mostly because of his wrestling singlet and his Captain America style wrestler. Hennessy has Bakalar's down. He's not really known for being a master technician from the top, but he's content to ride him out. It is 2-0 at this point, Hennessy.
Down to 30-15.
Hennessy here with a freestyle start is going to let Bakalar's up.
The first of 15 times.
For the first of 15 times, possibly, according to the Birdman. All right, Hennessy gets his patented single. He'll probably work it up to a double. He does have a double here. Does have the ankle. All right, he has it. It is now 4-0. And Bakalar's needs to light a fire under his butt so he can escape out of here. Otherwise, it's going to be a long day.
Or night.
Or night at this point. He escaped, so we got 4-1 at this point. When Hennessy, a master neutral. I looked for him to get another. Oh, Bakalar shoots, gets a single. Will he be able to finish? He's trying to drag him in. Oh, does not have the double quite yet. 15 points.
Is there such a thing as being good at control?
Yes, being.
You just let him down, take him up.
Yep.
Take him down, let him up.
4-2 here. Hennessy on top. This will be the start of the second period here, and it is going as expected with Hennessy pretty much controlling the match in neutral. Hennessy has choice, and he is choosing neutral.
Wow, what a surprise.
All right.
That's why Hennessy is your Olympic gold medalist.
Oh, yeah, I mean, you have to root for people who have good technique, you know? I mean, how can you not like his aggressiveness in neutral here? Taking Bakalar's down. Hennessy looks like he's got the takedown here. They haven't given him any points yet. They gave him 2 points. I have never seen somebody tap out, but it could happen. Bergman said that he did tap out. That comes as Manley says he'd rather die than tap out. Okay, let's just hope he never is inevitable. Bergman, 8-3 Hennessy here. Pretty much controlling this match, looking very leisurely, very cavalier, in no rush. And that is the end of the second period, 8-3. Bakalar's with the choice chooses top here. Like all Franklin wrestlers, he's pretty good on the top of the crab ride. So he might be able to score some points here. Yes, according to Bergman.
Hennessy's a master of the new transition.
Hennessy is good at escaping, but I'll tell you what, those Franklin guys are good at riding. Except for Kowalski, according to Bergman, who apparently can't hit anyone.
So nice that we have the expert color analyst here. Hennessy gets out
of bounds here. It is still 8-3. Bakalar's on top. I'll tell you what, being able to ride is one thing, being able to ride and get points is another. He's not getting riding time. And Bergman has a voicemail, which is a great, concern.
From my girlfriend.
He has a girlfriend in theory.
Really? You have a girlfriend?
Wait.
I've worked for another week. There you go.
Jesus Christ. All right then.
No, he doesn't have a girlfriend.
Hennessy on top has the reversal. And I believe that is the time. 8-3. Hennessy wins over Bakalar. Yes, and he does have a resemblance to Kurt Angle, except that he's not bald. This is Cassidy of Villarica versus Archambault of Ludlow. Archambault, second in all states last year with 25. Looking very strong. Shoots with high crotch. Not have the takedown yet. Cassidy from Villarica. I know placed the sectionals, but he did not do anything on states. Archambault on paper is superior to Cassidy. But then again, matches are not won on paper, since that'd be a very boring match. There you go. It goes out of bounds here. It is still 0-0 here in the first period. Archambault driving, Cassidy going out of bounds. Alrighto. Let's see. Archambault squaring it up. Looks like he's going to try to do a single. They're reaching for high single there, and didn't get it. Cassidy shot. Trying to get behind to get the 2 points. Archambault with a whiz, we're not letting him. Cassidy holding on. Out of bounds.
Double somersault.
Archambault versus Cassidy here. 140 final of the Bay State Games. Brought to you by MassWrestling.com.
Your source for amateur wrestling news.
Yeah, and the Birdman. Cannot forget the Birdman.
And the only place where you can hear Jason Ganz.
Well, you can hear me other places too, but it's not official. Alright. No, I would like to say that I do this at a volunteer thing.
That's a shoot.
Big Ends does not like to accept money for his labor of love.
That's a shoot.
I'll tell you what, it's great. We need all the money to go back into the website and sponsor clinics. We do a lot for the community. It is 1-0 Archambault here at the start of the second period. I am not sure how that 1 point was scored. It must have been on some sort of technical violation on the part.
He thumbed him in the eye.
Apparently it was a thumb to the eye, but that has not been confirmed yet. In fact, I think that is a very highly unlikely scenario. But you never know since I would...
That is a reversal.
That is not a rated G comment. Looks like Archambault here has him on his back.
Combination.
And that is all she wrote, it looks like. Archambault has Cassidy. Like a fisherman with a big trout. Oh, and that is a fall. Wow, not a surprise. It looks like Archambault was hitting the jewels. And as he's tearing up, it was a victory, but at what cost? At what cost? Bergman obviously still a little bit jilted about his loss. This is Donovan and Franklin, 145 versus Jeremiah. Which one are reigning?
Yeah, that's good. Let's ask people who wants to go home so that they get a score over there. That's brilliant.
Think of what?
So you do it yourself if you want to go home. Oh, I'm sorry, are we taping?
Yes, we are. Jeremiah here with a high single. Switches to a double, takes it down to the mat. Should be 2 points. Not yet, Donovan is not going to give it up. 2 points, Jeremiah, take them. Chad Jeremiah, last year got 6th, I believe, at 135 at D1 States.
Where'd you go?
It is 2-1.
He looks a lot like Ben Sanchez.
Apparently he looks like Ben Sanchez according to Birdman, but I don't see the resemblance. They both are of Latin descent. That is about it. We do not go by stereotypes and not doesn't like All right, Chad Jeremiah. They're trying for the single. Hold on for the double.
Looks like his head's coming out of his butt.
Quite possibly. Oh.
What a runner.
2-1 here, Chad Jeremiah.
What a chicken wing. He ran.
Yes. He was just definitely trying to get the escape there. Tell you, all is fair in love and wrestling, man. If it gets you the victory, then it's all good.
Win if you can, lose if you possible. Always cheat. never get caught.
Who said that?
Former governor, actually.
Who's that?
Jesse the Body Ventura.
Oh yeah. I believe he
Former
had...
governor of Minnesota put you geography kids out there.
Where's Minnesota? That's somewhere up north, right?
It's almost Canada.
Oh, cool. We don't really care about that neck of the woods.
Why? Canada steals everything from us.
They gave us Bryan Adams, though. Let's not forget that.
And Bret Hart.
Well, let's not forget the Summer of '69, which is one of the classic 80s songs.
And Our Lady Peace for those actually in our generation.
That's
I'll
true.
call that a piece.
And Rush. Let's not forget Rush.
And let's not forget the Birdman's girlfriend.
That's girlfriend has not
Your
been...
girlfriend's Canadian?
This is
Rock on!
This has not been confirmed, though. It is just speculation at this point.
Oh, I'll call that bitch up.
No, it's okay. We believe the
I said
Birdman.
a cuss word on the tape.
It's okay, dude. We'll edit that out, just like most of your comments.
No, we won't.
No,
Are you serious? You're gonna edit out my comments?
no, they won't be.
My comments are huge.
No, we're not going to edit them out. Trust me, we do
Not
not.
my comments. People don't get mad at me.
We do not have the technology
People
to
don't
do
get
so.
mad at me.
This is live tape.
We definitely are not going to be editing things out. So whatever Birdman says on here for people to use as motivation for training it when they face him.
Everybody but me sucks.
Yes, there you go.
That's great analysis that you don't get anywhere else at MassWrestling.com.
Jesus Christ,
That Jimmy Hamill kid sucks.
3-2. Franklin is on top here, I do believe.
As he has been for most of the match.
Donovan on top here. Franklin wrestlers are known for their top rollers potentially dangerous to the stop. Donovan riding high. They're going to stop that. That is potentially dangerous. All right, Donovan once again on top. Jeremy tries to roll. Gets it. 2 points reversal. And he's up here. And it is 4-3, Chad Jeremiah. All I can say is Chad Jeremiah has stepped up today. Very impressive. Yes. Please, we're not affiliated with Shaw's because they have high prices and they don't have as good food as Whole Foods Market, which I like.
The prices are nice and low. Milo.
Yes, if you go to the bird.
I'm getting tired.
Why? You need.
Let's not worry about that.
All right. Looks like Birdman, not Birdman, sorry, I'm distracted here. Looks like Jeremiah is just going to be content to ride it out for the victory here.
Joey, laughing on the comments.
Well,
I got mad comments.
you know what? We've had a lot of commentary, but you know, after so many words from the Birdman, I am left speechless. I am left speechless.
Did you mention that Donovan? Why? He was good.
Donovan wasn't 19 last year. Obviously, he has been eating good in Franklin. And it is good because he's got his first kind of weight for the Bay State games. And Chad Jeremiah wins by 4-3. Wow, what an astounding turn of events. Chad Jeremiah wins. Dang. Look out for BR next year. They're going to be a solid team, except Kana, who is a little bit overrated. This is Ferris, North Andover, a 152 facing King of East Longmeadow. First 2 points scored by Ferris. Ferris here with a crab ride. King not doing much on bottom. With a bar arm now, we got Ferris. You know, I
In
would.
relation to Ferris Bueller, of course.
Yes, I could be wrong on that. We were run thin on witty lines.
Bueller?
And it is 2-0 Ferris. Ferris driving, King out of bounds. Ferris sets. King tries to stand up here. And looks like he might get the escape. Not yet. Ferris content to try to drive him out of bounds. The whistle. Alrighty then, we resume right here.
On the championship match.
Championship match at 152. King trying a switch, getting countered by Ferris. Will be senior captain next year for North Andover. Had a little tip earlier in the day with Vinny Renault, but nothing really materialized. Since this is not WWF. Yes, we don't do that stuff. Ferris riding King very tightly. I remember King got, I believe, third at 140. Ferris, I believe, got third at 130. And it is 2-0 now. King tries to stand up. Ferris riding tight, going to try to bring it back to the mat. Wow, that is some up-close stuff. And looks like some shenanigans by Ferris. What a surprise. King tries to stand up again. That seems to be his patented down bottom move. Tries to switch. Ferris counters. Has the high single. Traditional double. Oh, and looks like King brought him down trying to step over. What went on here? Time ended. Still 2-0. It is 2-1, and King chooses down. He's probably going to try to stand up because that's what he does. Escape, and it is now tied up at 2-all. King looks pretty ticked off at the moment. Representing Western Mass and East Longmeadow here. Looks like he is opening a can of whoop ass. King going for the double. Brings Ferris down. No 2 points yet. Ferris holding on to the leg. King looks like he's almost getting the 2, but Ferris will not let go of that leg, and he shouldn't because that'd be 2 points. Ferris holding on. Maybe he'll get the 2 points. Who knows? All right then. Oh, 2 points for King. It is now 4-2. In this barn burner of a match. And the start of the 3rd period. King is on the bottom. Right now it is 4-2. 4-2 Ferris. I mean 4-2 King, my bad. King isn't tough. Ferris needs either a reversal or an escape and a takedown. He is struggling. Trying to build up a base here. King is relentless here, representing Western Mass. Western Mass, where there's surprisingly a fair amount of talent. Hey, you know, when all you got is tractors and cows and dirt roads, you find some time to wrestle, you know? Just kidding, Mr. Wall, he's not happy about that. They do have some good wrestlers, though. And East Longmeadow usually has 1 or 2 each year that contending for state title. And King wins the match, 4-2. Right now, 160 finals of the Bay State Games. Perry from Milton against Luke from North Quincy. He's wrestling for Pembroke now, according to the North Quincy assistant coach. Oh, no, Trussell, my bad, sorry. My apologies here. Steve Trussell of Pembroke is facing Benson Luke of North Quincy, an up-and-coming team. I'll admit when I'm wrong occasionally. Oh, Steve Trussell of Pembroke has Benson Luke in a headlock near out of bounds. has to scoot back and bounce. But he does have him pinned, but out of bounds. Oh, looks like, I believe right now they haven't marked up the points, but it should be 5-0 with the takedown and the near fall. Or just 2, believe it or not. I could be wrong. 2-0, Steve Trussell, Pembroke on top. D3 Pembroke. Steve Trussell, right, you're in the power half. Nope. Trying to run the power half here. Quarter Nelson. Not really doing much to hold Benson Luke down. But it looks like Luke is a little bit gassed on bottom. Could this be a product of the North Wind conditioning system? Just kidding. Trussell is in control here. Up to nothing. Trussell riding tight here on the hips. Luke trying to get up, but now he's got a bar arm. He's going to run it. He's going to run it. Almost exposed the back. He is running it. Time is of the essence, though. Time is of the essence. It's still shooting nothing. And that is the end of the first period. I must comment, Birdman predicted he'd be in the finals. He is in the finals, but doing commentary. Hey, Birdman, I believe in the bird. I do believe in the bird. All right, start of the second period. 2-0 here in neutral. They're locked up here. Looks like Trussell's going to try to do a throw. That's my prediction. No, he does the headlock here. Trying to bring Benson Luke down to match. Trying to throw. Oh, and he himself. My bad. Sorry, we missed that for our audience. Luke here is on top. It is 3-all. And then turn of events. Actually, no. It is 4-3. 4-3. Benson Luke is on top. Benson Luke of North Quincy. Wrestled 145 last year. Did well in DQ South sectionals, but somehow faded out in states. I'm trying to focus here, Birdman. Looks like trying to use a pinning combination here. Benson Luke trying to get back points. I don't think he's going to get it in time. Time is running out in the second period. And it remains 4-3 at the end. 4-2. My bad. 4-2 at the end of the second period. Already here. The third period, it is 4-2. Benson Luke on top. Steve Trussell the favorite, but that hasn't stopped Benson Luke from taking the lead. Down in front, please. The man in the orange shirt. Thank you. Alrighty then. Out of bounds. Luke in the lead. Locked up here. Steve Trussell has to try something. All he needs is a takedown. He's setting it up now. Looks like he's going to try a throw from the way his arm is positioned. Trying the hip toss. Holy jabroni. I believe this is a pin. Can you say PIN pin?
PIN pin?
Yes, you did. I think.
The referee has not.
But the ref has not. I am quick to call the pin because I believe when two shoulder blades are down, it's a pin. But either way, it looks like all she wrote.
But apparently not. It's not over.
But it is not over yet. But pretty much, I'd say all she wrote. Wow. And it is 7-4. Steve Trussell. Okay, apparently his coach does not have much faith in him. And Steve Trussell wins at 160.
That's the post-match promise you only get here at MassWrestling.com.
MassWrestling.com, your source for amateur information and good-looking rankings, guys. Here, we got Jumpin' Joe Manley against Robert Eisenhower of Franklin.
Get a shot?
Match number 679.
Alright, apparently we had a Shaw's reunion between Greg Bergman and Sidebottom of Franklin. Alright, it should be a good match. I mean, Manley...
I'd say Manley has the advantage because he's a beast. But I'd say Eisenhower has college style here, so that makes him better.
Alright.
It's the little things that count.
The little things, they just chill. Manley with the early takedown here. 2-0, throwing in the boots. And that is not a good sign for Eisenhower.
Manley taught me to do it. We taught me that one.
Striding parallel here. Manley was plans to continue wrestling at a D1 program. Maybe Iowa, maybe Penn State, we don't know. Maybe Mass Bay. No, they haven't developed the program yet. I said Mass Bay. Community college. I know, it's like messing around. I dropped an F-bomb there. Eisenhower not doing much on bottom, but there's not much you can do with Manley on top trying to work the bar on there. Manley riding tough. Trying to get across first right here.
Let me tell you something about Manley that most people would not believe. Back in the day around 5th grade, he was fat.
Look back, my junior in high school I wrestled 112, but I'm certainly not there today.
Really?
Yeah. It's called college and late night pizza orders. Beware of that.
You know, butterball.
Yeah, that's called puberty, and Manley is a beast in that. It is 2-0 Manley. Alright, here 2-0 in the first period. Manley get on set on top. Granby roll 10 by Eisenhower. Not going to happen today. Manley on top. Looks like Eisenhower could get out back. Oh, looks like he could get the reversal. 2 points reversal. 2-all. Manley looks pretty upset about that. Trying to roll. At the end of the period, it is 3-2. Manley. All right. Manley up, 3-2. Second period. Reversal for Eisenhower. He's up 4-3. And this is not expected, I must say. And Birdman looks dejected. The sign of the times.
This is a cauliflower here.
Yes.
It's Eisenhower's cauliflower.
And it is 4-all. 4-all in the second period. Manley with his double leg shot tackle. As a single. Eisenhower having none of that. Legs back, sprawled, both obviously a little bit gassed. The summer is not the time for conditioning. It is the time for ice cream trucks and days at Napier after the beach. Or forget you. Oh, Eisenhower, it looks like he has the 2 points. No, it has not been given yet. 2 points. And 6-4 at the end of the second period. Wow, this is a barn burner. And this is 8-4. No, 6-4, my bad. 6-4, third period. Eisenhower on top. Manley looking pretty heated about this. Manley going for the reverse here. The jump double. I say he has 2 points. 6-all. Wow. Out of bounds, 6-all, third period, about 45 seconds left. If Eisenhower could pull this off, it would be an upset, but not unheard of. All right, 6-all. Manley's going to let him up. He obviously is very confident in his neutral wrestling, but with good reason. It is 7-6, about 30 seconds left. Manley trying. He's going for the double. Oh, looks like a stalemate. Could he get it? He 2 points. And Manley gets the takedown. And this Manley with the takedown here in the lead. did it! Manley with the victory. What a close victory it was. We got a final score on that? 10-8. Manley. Close. Brian Milo of St. John's Prep facing Jimmy Hamill, who people say is actually being recruited by Iowa. We don't know whether these rumors are true. But it could be true. He's a pretty good wrestler, some people say. Okay. Alrighty then. We'll see. I am predicting a quick pin. And what a great match by Joe Manley, I must say. A barn burner, left it to the end. Wow, truly amazing.
Not my best work.
That is best work, but a victory. 189 here, folks. Hamill on top as a 2 takedown, 2-0 here. Not really a surprise to this point, except that Hamill hasn't pinned him.
That's what I'm surprised about.
Yes, I am surprised that it has not been in the pin yet. 2-0. I believe he was pinned in that match.
2 seconds.
Yeah.
God, it's an animal.
That's true. Nobody really stood a chance against him. Some people say he was on some extremely powerful weight supplements. It must have been whey protein or something. Anyways, Hamill trying something new here, obviously. On top of Milo. Milo was pretty good out of St. John's Prep. Doesn't look like Hamill's trying too hard, but you really don't have to when you're that as good as he is. Oh, it has the pinning combination, but out of bounds. 2-0. Hamill at this point in the first period. 2-0. Hamill letting him up 2-1 now. I think Hamill's pretty ticked off at this point because most people would have said it would have been done and over. But 2 points for the takedown for Hamill. You got to give credit to Milo for sticking around to this point. Like I said, most people thought this match would be over at this point. Hamill adjusting his headgear, thinking about what he's going to have for dinner tonight, most likely. Milo on his back. This could be the end of the period. This one here in the third period, Hamill on top. You know, I am still looking for a pin out of Hamill. He's that superior of a wrestler. Unless he's going to try out some crazy new move. I guess that was still the second period. Third period here. Hamill shoots with neutral, 6-1. Here. You know what? If I was facing Jimmy Ham, I'd be running in the opposite direction. But that's why I'm behind the camera, and Milo is fighting like a warrior here on bottom. 8-1 here. Hamill's on top, dominating and control. But how many of you folks would have thought that this wouldn't have been ended in a fall by now? In neutral, 8-2. Hamill lets him up. Milo takes a shot. Hamill spins behind. 2 points takedown there. Hamill pretty much bored out of his mind. It's true. Hamill going for the pin here. Looks like he has it. And that is all she wrote. No, not quite.
How many times have you said that's all she wrote today?
I've said it a lot, but when you have signature phrases, you're allowed to overuse them. Birdman has been a thorn in my side all day long.
You still love it.
I still love the Birdman, but damn, he's been a thorn in my side all day long.
What are you doing, guys?
Those things are pretty sweet. Alright, Milo on top. Hamill with the switch. Gets the 2 for reversal. It is now 16-2. Has the pinning combination, and I believe that is all she wrote. No, it is not.
Last time.
You know what? I am not Nostradamus. I am not Miss Cleo. I do that. Don't say that. 18-2. Tech ball. Jimmy Ham wins. Maybe next time you'll see him, he'll be wearing an Iowa singlet. Who knows? Right here, we got Glenn from Barnstable versus Nap from Duxbury, who I might say has won the Bay State Games Leadership Award. Obviously, he is a man with very much leadership virtues. Smart kid, probably. All right, beginning of the first period, 0-0. Nap from Duxbury versus Glenn from Barnstable. I must say I have been to Duxbury before. Nice beaches and clams there. A decent team. Nap Barnstable here with a serious reach advantage, but Glenn has surprised everybody today, steaming through to the finals. In neutral, locked up. This is apropos for 2-15 matches, a lot of slow dance-like movements. And at this point, it looks like we're going to head back to the center. Hey, the Manley cam. Manley barely winning, 10-8 over Eisenhower. Right here, 0-0. I'm predicting a very low-scoring match, but I think, well, I can't voice my prediction, but it'll be a low-scoring match. Nap with a snap single. Going to a double, climbing up Glenn body. 2 takedowns, 2-0. Look for Nap here to throw in legs. I would do it if I was him. He is about 6'5" tall, so he probably can throw in legs if he'd like. Anyways, 2-0 here, Nap riding him out. Alrighty then. Looks like time's on the mat here. 2-0. Nap's going to be content to end of this period. 2-0, riding him out. Doesn't seem to be working too much on top, but holding Glenn down. Glenn does not seem to be doing much either, except trying to build to a base. And Nap defers. Glenn is choosing down. A wise move, we will see. 2-0. Nap is winning. Look for Glenn to do some sort of stand-up. He just falls back. Looks like he's trying to do a Gazzoni. He escaped. It is 2-1 Glenn. I'm 2-1 Nap. My bad. Glenn with the escape. Two-1 locked up. Looks like Glenn may try a throw here. Not a lot of action. Glenn tries to drag by, it doesn't work. Second period. Nap chooses down. Nap tries to do a switch. Looks like he got a reversal if he brings Glenn down. Actually, only 1 point here. So it is now 3-1 actually. Glenn is going to need a takedown because not doing any action here is a certain defeat. He's certainly saving his energy for the end. And why wouldn't he? This is the last event of the postseason. I'm certainly in Massachusetts. No love lost here.
Go get it. Go get it now.
Time is on the mat here. Looks like it's going to end 3-1 unless Glenn gets a takedown. He needs to do something, certainly. And that is the end of the match. with Andrew Knapp, the winner of the Bay State Games Leadership Award, winning 3-1. A very close match, I must say. We have the finals of 275 right here, live in progress. Parisian versus Sidebottom of Franklin. I did not know the score. It is 2-1 in the second period, with Sidebottom on top. Parisian last year won DC2 states at heavy. Sidebottom, I believe, placed in sections but did nothing at states, and thus it is a surprise that Sidebottom is winning. But I'll tell you what, he's from Franklin, and they got a good training program there. Parisian is down in the third period. Gets the escape. Parisian does. It is 2-2 in the third period. Next takedown pretty much decides the victor. Meet at the circle, Parisian and Sidebottom do. Feeling each other out here. Parisian from Braintree, Sidebottom from Franklin. It is still 2-2. The third period. Looks like we are going to sudden death overtime here in the last match of the Bay State game finals. And Andrew Donovan from BCI is very enthused about this. How did he do this year, Andrew?
Placed top 4.
Wow, that's impressive. 25, good weight class. Let's see this. The finals, 275, sudden death overtime. I can't see now because there's guys in front. Raposa needs to get the heck out of the way. Here we go in the center. Next takedown wins. Let's see. My bet is on Sidebottom for Franklin, but I could be wrong. Looks to be the better conditioner. There we go. We got the Manley commentary here. What do you think at this point? Who do you predict is going to be the victor in this?
I like the, who? Okay, I have word that the blue guy.
Steve Parisian of Braintree, D2 champ of last year. D2 champ, yep.
We have a Virginia kid right here. Man.
You know, this may go to double overtime here. It doesn't look like either of them are about to try anything.
I don't think there is a double overtime. I think it's go to the score.
Are you serious?
Yep.
No way. And Sidebottom wins with a takedown. Holy macaroni, wow.
This is celebration.
There was a celebration, of course, but this was an upset considering Sidebottom was a T15 last year, didn't place in states, but like I said, Franklin makes champions. Whalen's okay too, but Franklin makes champions.